Hi friends, it's Petra here with another HipKit Club video, and today I am focusing on that gorgeous wreath cut file that you can get this month. And I'm using almost every kit there is. I'm using the main kit, the embellishment kit, the cardstock kit and the Pocket Live kit. So let's get started. I've sized down that cut file and I've cut it 4 times out of a 12-inch sheet of cardstock. And I decided I'm going to color the cut file by leaving it on that sticky cutting mat. And I've picked several oxide inks to create a fall-like color scheme. So I've lumberjack red and persimmon, ripe persimmon, and so I've just mixed and matched all those different yellows and oranges to get that color scheme for the wreath. And then it was time to pick them out and cut them loose. And I thought that was not something you wanted to watch. So then I want to create a circular photo of my beautiful niece Nena. But my die was a bit too big. And the thing I do is simply use my die as a guide and trace it down the middle part. So you have 3 sizes for your die. The one that actually cuts, and then the inner and the outer circle, which you can trace and simply cut by hand. So I also wanted to incorporate that gorgeous hard paper that we have in the September kit. And I decided to cut some hearts out of it and sew them with my sewing machine down the middle to create little embellishments. So I've done the machine stitching, and now it's time to start arranging those 4 little cut files. So when I'm happy with that placement, sort of, I decide to use some foam tape behind my photo and hope to catch them all. So I simply stick it on the placed cut files, but one was a bit hard-headed, so I had to tape it down separately. And I thought I wanted to incorporate some cardstock as well, and I love that orangey brownie cardstock that we have in the September cardstock kit. So I had some left and I decided to cut 4 circles to back those cut files. And I start off with backing them almost entirely, and then I decide that is not the way I want it. So wait for it, I'm going to tear it all down. Because the thing I didn't like, it's a cut file with leaves and little berries, and it isn't a backing, those circles. So I decided to move them and just place them more to the center so that you can actually see that it is a separate piece of paper and not meant to be as a backing for a cut file. And I'd like that a lot more. So be at ease with your oops, people. You know I have them and I'm not afraid to show it. It's a creative process. So for the title, I simply used the Hello Wonderful words from the embellishment kit, because my niece is really such a sweet and wonderful, beautiful girl. So the perfect title for this one. And I decide to move that hello down a bit so that it touches the wonderful, that creates more of a unity in the title. So I decide that I also want to incorporate some little phrases, and every Pocket Life kit has got some phrases that you can use in your projects, and I thought the purples were gorgeous to match with the title, so I had to incorporate those as well. And I always like to use several to balance everything out. So I'm simply going through the embellishments from the die cuts from the main kit. And since I have that little circular orange die cut at the top, I wanted to incorporate a circular die cut at the bottom. And that purple one was the perfect match. So I'm almost done, but I'm still missing something, and I decide to uh, do some inking on the background just to make things pop a bit more. So I'm tracing the cardstock circles so I know where to place my ink, and I'm using the right persimmon oxide just to create a little blend and to give it a bit more color on the background. So to finish everything off, I wanted to do some splattering and decided to go for the brush because that's my thing. I am not the best splatterer when it comes to using the bottle itself. And also, this is the right persimmon, just the spray instead of the ink. But if you don't have the spray, you can water the ink down and splatter with your inks. So no problems there. And that's it. So I hope you liked it. I hope you got some inspiration out of it. Check out all the perks for being a subscriber and check out all the links below. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.